Hello, I'll be making some new practice nunchakus. They will be quite useful when learning new skills because especially to avoid injury with the real ones here. Okay, so I use these ones for demonstrations or moves that I'm quite comfortable with. So what's important with the practice nunchaku is to be able to transfer the practice from those ones to the real ones with little to no adjustment. So that means the weight has to be almost identical or identical. So in this first generation of practice nunchakus, I've used newspapers as main material and all that held in place with duct tape all around. So here, that's newspapers. In the second generation, I've added a wooden core in the middle of the newspapers. See here. Okay. But the grip is not exactly the same. It's a bit bigger. So the transfer, when I transferred, moving around, is not exactly identical. So in this third generation, I will change one of the materials to make the diameter almost the same as this one. So here are the materials. So you will need newspapers and a lot more than what you see here. Actually, these ones are for 2011. I've kept along. And for this third generation, I'll use 10 sheets per section. So for a pair of nunchakus, that means 20 sheets. Previously, I've used the wooden core, okay, to add weight and simulate the same weight nunchakus as the wooden ones. So this time, instead, I will use steel rod. This one is a 1/4 inch steel rod, so I'll be able to reduce the diameter of the section with that. Need some rope to tie them together, and of course duct tape. You can find other duct tape than just gray, so other colors. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, ready for the filing. I don't want to breathe in these metal particles, so wear a mask. N95 mask for dust particles. Okay. Okay, so this part that I've tried to make it as round as possible is gonna be where near the rope. This one will be the end of the nunchaku. Okay, so this is the pre-cut newspaper. Okay, to the right length. We need 10 sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly 10 sheets. Okay, so that's the time a little bit of music. Forgot. Side note on this song has a peculiar lyrics. It says, "Friends and comrades, take that as a lesson. Don't love your woman like you would your mother who used to breastfeed you." Yeah, it's a bit funny. Okay, 2 sets, 2 pairs. So now we can start to string the nunchakus, and I will use the technique from erniesbudolab's channel, specifically the Airport Nunchaku style, but I will not string them completely since they're just practice nunchakus. I will do a simpler version of that. Okay, so I'll use a wire, 14 gauge wire, AC wire, solid, to use as a needle, and I have measured already the length that I need for one section. Okay. Go in, yeah. All right. I foresee some difficulty ahead. Hopefully it will hold this time also. There. Okay, so now I have to do it 3 more times. The rod has been cut to arrive just before the rope around here. I'm going to attempt to make a grip in that area here to help when it becomes slippery due to sweat. Okay, with this rope here. Okay, just going to define the grip area. Let's say right about here. So I'll know when to stop. Okay. Good old Scotch tape will help. Grip area here. Yeah, that's good. Not sure it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try. Need to have some tension. Okay. Whoa, this takes quite some time to do, but I'm almost done for one of four. faster. I'll remove the tape. Okay, let's say one more turn, and that's it. Okay. Now we open the loop. We pass this one through. We take this one, and we're gonna see if that string is strong enough to be pulled. All right. Hope that it does not break. Okay. It's working. No. Okay, we should not pull it all the way through, or else it's gonna be all undone. Okay. Here. These scissors are not. Yeah. Contrary to this sweat makes it slippery. This one, this cotton rope, will help a little bit if it holds. Seems to be strong enough. It's not moving. Yep. Okay. 3 more to go. Okay, all done. That took quite a bit of time to rope all these handles here. Last step is to string them together. And as I've said before, I will use a simplified version of the Airport Nunchaku style of roping. Okay, so I'll just tie them together like this, cut the extra length, and then put them together. This will allow to easily adjust the length between the nunchakus, and if in the long term I need to change the strings due to friction here, it will be not too difficult. I just have to cut all through this handle here, re-rope, and then put back the grip roping. Okay, so all I do here, I'll cut it here just in case. This is not nylon, so since it's cotton, I have to protect the ends here. Okay. Now to put them together. This goes here. This one, the other side here. There. Yeah, usually these will not bother me, not that much. If need be, I can cut them a bit shorter, but at least I'll be able to adjust the length between the nunchakus. Okay. Okay, so all done now. I'm gonna compare the weight with the real ones and test it. Since I don't have a scale, I made a homemade version of that, a scale, just to compare the weight. Okay. Compare it with the originals, the real ones here. Okay, here and here. Okay, to make sure it's the right distance to the end here and to the end here. Okay, so I can see that the weight seems to be equivalent. Okay. One way to compare the inertias of the nunchakus is to do the finger roll trick, because it requires momentum and it requires tension in the rope. The rope has to be kind of stiff to be able to continue doing that move. If the nunchaku is too light, you need to go faster in order to have the right tension in the rope so you can continue doing that move. Whereas if the nunchaku is a bit heavier, then you don't need to go as fast to be able to do that trick. It's the basic centripetal force principle. Okay. 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 This one. Need to be a bit faster. It's a bit harder to start also because of the same reason. Here is for comparing the grip size between this and this. You can see they're not far off from each other. With the final product, practice of new skills will be possible with low risk of injuries. And then afterwards easily transferable with the real ones here. Wait a minute. I just did a test run with these nunchakus, and there is a last adjustment that is required. So as you know, when you turn the nunchakus like this, the centripetal force is causing the tension in the rope like this. And the reaction in the opposite direction, the centrifugal force, is causing the metal rod inside to push out against the tape here and susceptible to puncture the tape, because the metal rod has a small surface area, so it's more likely to be able to puncture the tape. So to prevent this, I will need to increase the surface area of where the force is pushing out. So by increasing the surface area, the pressure will be reduced and less likely to puncture the tape. So you can see here the proof. You see the proof here. Here, the metal rod wants to go out. Here also, you can see it. You can see the metal rod wants to go out. So to increase the surface of where the force is being applied, I will use something like a dime to put it here like this and wrap it up with the tape. And by then, it will be unlikely that with a big surface like this, that the tape will be punctured. It will solve the problem. Okay, now you can go. Bye-bye.